if you come down here what's the mod farm? Like 200,000. So if you right click with a bare hand on this flux state up here, you'll see that on redstone low, I have it cool or basis input 200,000 automatic.
Is it hooked up to our thing yet? To the big ball?
Yes, it is. If you notice this line right here, which is on input mode.
Well, we're still at the same amount, so nothing's changed. But we're still at 1,000,000 RF per T.
And then I put these back. I mean, I couldn't even put it backward because the energy saturation's climbing. I think maybe once the energy saturation hits like 100, it might turn on. But another thing is, if you notice the redstone mode, if you click on that, you can actually check for it'll basically temperature, shield, saturation, conversion. So you can actually have like a comparator onto this thing. It's onto the stabilizers.
Yeah.
The comparator, and this thing will output, like right now we have it on temp, so it'll output a signal from 0 to 15 as the temperature rises up to 10,000 degrees.
Yes.
Basically 10,000 degrees is the max. So if it hits 10,000 degrees, it blows up. If your containment field hits 0, it blows up.
I see.
If you destroy any part of this, it blows up.
What if you destroyed the reactor itself?
It'll blow up.
Ah.
This is literally that unstable that it just blows up. So you can actually see right now. So the core, actually that's what it was. The core temperature has to reach 2,000 degrees Celsius. Now if you notice, we actually have an activate button. Would you like to do the honors?
Okay. It's working!
So if you notice now too, we now have our output beam going straight into over here. We're now at 1.4 million RF.
Wow. I'm still not 1,000,000,000, Coda.
Hey, I'm getting there.
Okay.
So obviously though too, right now, our core temperature is rising.
Oh boy.
We are at almost like 4,000 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
The nice thing though is the containment field strength is still rising, and so is energy saturation. So I think I can actually pull out a little more. Alright, what does that do? So you should see now that I'm pulling out more RF, which I'm from here. You should see the core temperature increase even faster. The containment field's going to rise slower, as well as energy saturation down. Oh yeah, by the way, as the temperature goes up, the ball gets bigger.
I hope I made this place big enough then.
Oh, you did.
Alright.
So we really want to keep the containment field strain at around 50%, 50% or above. So if this gets too low, I'm actually going to go underneath and actually increase the amount that I'm putting in. If you actually notice though too, the core temperature is actually starting to slow down.
That's good.
Which is increasing. I actually do think I might need a little more RF into here. But I mean, we are generating like 500,000 RF a tick from this thing right now.
That's good. I'm looking into the pretty light, Coda. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. coolest thing. There we go. Yeah, I just stared in it.
So we're actually up to 6,000 degrees Celsius. Core containment field strength is actually a drop below 50%. So I'm actually going to come down here and tell it to go ahead and import 300,000 RF tick.
Hey, boy.
Remember how like the ball like a second ago was actually kind of turning more red than blue?
Mm-hmm.
If you notice, it's now more blue again.
The more blue it gets, the bad it gets.
The blue is better.
Blue
is bad.
Blue is good. Red is bad. Got it.
So we're actually still increasing in core temperature. This thing gets to like 8,000. I'm actually going to decrease the amount of which we're pulling out.
Eesh. Well, you got three more to make, Coda.
Actually, I'm about to give the materials to you so I can actually concentrate on doing this. Because if I go away for like a minute, this thing could literally self-destruct.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're only at 1.5 million, Coda.
I know. The thing is with this thing, even though right now I'm only making, or we're only generating like 500,000 RF a tick, once the temperature stabilizes and the core containment field strength is above 50%, as well as fuel conversion is low, the reactor goes into a state of what's considered half, which will basically then decrease the temperature of the reactor, which means that I can actually then pull more energy out, which will then increase temperature slightly again. But yeah, I can eventually get this thing to pull to 2 billion RF. It just takes a really long ass time to do it.
Ah. So really, we only need one of these.
Yeah, but this is breaking Skypack. Skypack, Alex.
Filling the impossible reactor. Yep, good idea, server. You might as well back up now. We don't know what's gonna happen. Oh boy. This thing is scary, Coda.
Mm-hmm.
Look how blue it is, though. That's good.
Yeah, but you see how hot the temperature is?
Oh, it's only 6,940 rising Celsius. What's that? Like a kettle? Kitchen kettle? Do you think it's possible to contain an explosion of this size with, like, say, 100 layers of obsidian?
No.
What about 200 layers of obsidian?
No.
What about, does it blow up bedrock is a good question.
That is a good question.
That's something we're gonna need to test!
No.
Well, we know if the bedrock breaks down here. We know that it breaks bedrock.
Tyler, right now this thing is sitting at a toasty 12,632 degrees Fahrenheit.
This is like the craziest structure you'll ever see in any game ever. You have a blood magic altar that kills things with a giant nuclear fission reactor of unknown proportions on top. In a world with 3 fucking moons, the Earth is over there with a pink moon, and then there's a fucking rainbow stripes in the sky.
Hooray.
Welcome to life.
Okay, so temperature's really starting to slow down, which is, I'm really thankful for that.
Good.
Generation's about to get up to 500,000 RF.
My question is why you can't have another one of these reactor stabilizers on the top. That'd be cool.
What kind of would be?
Hey, look, if you try and touch it, you bounce off. Bounce, 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 up, bounce. It's getting bigger, Coda!
Uh-huh. This is about as big as we want it.
What happens if it gets bigger?
You know what happens to a dying star?
It goes boom.
Exactly.
It go boom, Coda.
Oh, boom-tastic.
Kaboom Foamtastic with OxyClean Stain Remover.
This is like our favorite fun.
I can't help it, it's the best one. So, now what?
Now I kinda... Well, if you notice, temperature's actually balancing out. It's gonna probably balance out about 750 degrees Celsius.
7,000.
7,050 degrees Celsius.
Yes.
Generation rates like 200 RF away from 500,000.
Weak sauce, my reactor over there produces more!
It does for now. But like I said, the happier this reactor is, the more I can produce out of it.
So basically it's like an angry child.
Kinda.
The more you feed it, the more happy you get.
The more you play with it, the happier.
Okay. This is a big thing, Coda.
It is. There we go. 500,000 RF a tick.
You said you're gonna rig it so we can explode all four at the same time, right?
I can do that, yes.
That sounds like fun.
Because of the fact of, if you remember, like I said. So, alright. Let me explain a little more.
Okay.
The more you pull out, just, I mean, how you can interpret this, but the more energy you pull out of the reactor, the higher the temperature goes.
Got it.
The less energy you put into the reactor, the lower the containment fuel shrink goes.
Okay.
So essentially what I can do is I can put a redstone signal to where I can literally disable the containment fuel input. So we're not putting any more energy into this, but to where I'm pulling, like, actually, I want to end this secret.
How?
Oh, I like it.
Coda like it. Coda will not spoil it because it'll be the series finale.
I like this, Tyler, I like it.
Cool, Coda! This is a pretty color, though. I'll give it that much.
It is a very pretty color.
It's an explosive color, but it's pretty color.
Tyler, I'm gonna spoil the ending for you.
No! Okay. I like the humming sound it makes. It's like, it's warm. It's like Jesus Christ himself.
I'm pretty sure this is the sound of, like, more than a nuclear reactor.
Yeah, my reactor over there is piss. I like the IC2 nuclear reactors. Those explode. That's why it's in the that's why that's in the pack and not stupid big reactors.
What about extreme reactors?
Extreme? Isn't that... What's extreme reactors?
Extreme reactors was the predecessor to big reactor.
Does it still exist?
It is, I think its last update was, this is 112? Or 110. Its last update was 1.7.10. Basically, the creators didn't have enough time to continue it, so basically this dude kind of took the source code, giving credit to the original author, remade it, seeing that he couldn't make it as, and keep editing as the same mod into what is now Big Reactor.
Ah.
Oh, hey, if you actually notice right now, the core temperature is dropping.
Good news.
Our containment field strength is still rising, and our energy saturation is rising, and our fuel conversion levels slowly rise.
Okay.
Did you look at this work?
Yes, I did. That is one way to do it.
People's are smarticles, they can figure it out.
I don't know. Do we have smarticle particles?
That is a good question.
How do you like my little design here? I just kind of went nuts.
I like it.
It's interesting. I like abstraction. We can make a giant thing of.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it actually does look insane. Looking at the blood magic, like the blood altar, that you have just like the 4 pillars of light that are like just surrounding the core.
Yeah, 'tis the plan.
Ooh, you know what I'm gonna do now?
What?
I want to make a castle and have like you know how the castles have like usually the 4 like towers,
Yep.
like the not like on the outer walls, but like on the actual inner castle itself.
Yes.
I want to put this design on all corners.
Ooh.
I think this would look beautiful, just sitting up top, and then have the battery on like the center tower.